soldier in the United States Army. That's something to be proud of, because it took weeks of tough, intensive basic training to make it happen. Valuable training in weapons and other military subjects, thorough training in physical fitness and teamwork. And where does our story start? On a bus, on the way to the Army Training Center at Fort Knox. There's apprehension and anticipation of what is to come.
I want to see what's happening. I want to see what's going to get.
It's different. It's a challenge, that's all.
On an impulse.
I like
I just did.
I'm looking forward to basic, too. It's for my own good.
It's not bad. It's going to make a man out of everything.
But it doesn't take long to find out what you're supposed to do. The Army has a carefully outlined plan that starts now at the reception station of the Fort Knox Training Center.
Good evening, gentlemen. I would like to welcome you to the United States Army Reception Station, Fort Knox. During the next 30 minutes, you'll be filling out essential forms to make your official military records. If you have any questions during the process, don't be afraid to raise your hand.
This is the longest night and the shortest. You roll out early and begin your Army life. And what better way to begin than with an Army haircut?
Gentlemen, this is where you're going to receive your haircut during your stay here at the reception station. I want to explain to you how the hair will be cut. It will not present a ragged or unkempt edge.
I'll describe it about an inch on top and about a half inch on the sides and trimmed around the ears. Cooler already. It's good.
And to go along with that new haircut, the Army provides you with new uniforms.
How's yours? It's a little tight on this one? All right, take it off. Let me have a look at it.
Sizes are carefully checked from the top to the bottom.
What style drawers you want, son? Jockey or boxer? Okay, give me one of each, size 30, small t-shirt, small socks.
A lot of things happen to you these first few days. ID tags are issued, your eyes are examined, and you receive a dental checkup.
Each recruit that comes in has a full mouth Panorex x-ray, which is a full x-ray of the whole mouth.
You get shots. Some hurt, some don't.
Lean into it. Lean into it. Come on. No, don't slow down. Don't slow down.
You're given a series of classification tests.
Okay, George, looking at your contract, I see that you're guaranteed Europe, and the MOS is armor. Is that armor crewman or reconnaissance?
Armor crewman, yeah.
Okay, now you realize the difference between the two. Armor crewman is with the larger tanks, armor reconnaissance is with the small scouting tanks.
Oh, okay.
And you've chosen armor crewman, right?
Right.
And along the way, you're introduced to the chaplain. He's a friend that's always there whenever you need someone to talk to.
Good afternoon, man. What I'd like to do while you're here for the next 45 minutes is introduce you to the chaplain first of all, and to the chaplain second. This is Tower Chaplain. It is your chapel for the next 6.7 weeks that you're going to be here. We want you to feel that this is your chapel. The only reason this chapel is here is because you're here.
By the end of the week, you've been eased out of civilian life and into military life. Now it's time to get down to business as you're assigned to a company and you start your basic combat training. And to welcome you to basic combat training is the first general most of you have ever seen. But he won't be the last.
On behalf of the commanding general and myself, we welcome you today to basic training, to Fort Knox, and to the U.S. Army. The basic combat training that you start today is the fundamental stepping stone for all men who ever have been and who will be soldiers.
In the weeks ahead, you literally spend every hour together, asleep or awake. And other members of your company become your closest friends. You go everywhere together. And in basic combat training, or BCT, when you go anywhere, you march.
Ready, folks. 1, 2. Left. Move, left. Move, left. Move, left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Left. North side. Hold. Left. Hold. extended and joined together.
And one of the first stops in BCT is to pick up what is to be your closest companion, the M16 rifle. Now, the training schedule calls for some 72 hours of training with this weapon, but when you consider that your M16 is your constant companion, it adds up to a very close friendship.
Good morning, men. Good morning, sir. I would like to welcome you to Canby Hill Rifle Range. During period 1 of basic rifle marksmanship, you learn how to disassemble and assemble your M16A1 rifle. You also learn the care, maintenance, and cleaning of your weapon. Here today, during period 2 of BRM, you will actually be able to fire 6 rounds from the prone unsupported firing position.
And we're going to fire period 3. Now, period 3 consists of firing 18 rounds of ammunition. The way we fire this is that we fire one 6-round magazine. In that 6-round magazine, we have one dummy round. This makes it so that you will have to apply immediate action. Now, what do we do when we have an immediate action? The first thing we do is we take and we cap the bottom of the magazine.